Hey, how's it going, guys? Happy New Year to you. I am filming this video just on New Year's Eve, actually, 2022. Looking forward to the next year, 2023, and figured I would do a most worn watches of the year. These aren't necessarily watches that I picked up this year, although some of them are. I wanted to do a top three with an honorable mention and just kind of give you guys an idea of my collection and what I'm wearing right now. These were chosen based off of did I actually wear them the most? Not really my favorites of the year, although some of them are. But really just what I was picking up day in and day out to the office, to date night with my wife, whatever the case may be. So these are in no particular order, although the first one I did wear more than any of them, which was pretty easy determination. This is my Omega Seamaster No Time to Die Bond Edition. Full titanium. That mine has the, I bought the one with the full titanium Milanese bracelet. Let's take a look at the back. Mine is number... That's going to be difficult to get the case. There we go. There's the numbers of mine. Diver 300M 007. Just a beautiful watch, guys. I wore this thing I will say I wore it most days, honestly. It goes with so much. My wrist, for reference, is about 6.5. This one is actually kind of tight on me from this setting right here. So I go back and forth this morning right now. So as the day goes on, I'll probably adjust it, but it just wears so well. What I found with this watch in particular is that I can really dress it up or dress it down. I wore this to some work events for my wife, where I needed to wear a full suit, and this wore very well for that. I also wore it in the summer with flip-flops, a t-shirt, and shorts, and it fit in perfectly with that. This is a chameleon watch. So one of the things I like about spending this much money on a watch that's collectible is that it fits in a lot of different environments, and really just whatever you're wearing, you can pull this off, and it's not something that's just going to have to sit on a shelf. Like a Rolex Datejust, they're beautiful watches, but for me, they're a little bit more of a dressy piece, not something I would probably wear with shorts and a t-shirt. Although people do, and you can, but this one just wore so well. I love how simple it is. I love that there's no date. A lot of my watches have dates and they're fine, but when I alternate a lot, I find myself having to set them a lot. This one's so easy to set. The titanium, as you can see, I've worn this, like I said, the most this year, and it barely looks worn. I do take very good care of my things, and when I'm wearing this watch, it's very special to me, so I treat it as such. And so that's why it looks such great condition. But don't get me wrong, I have worn the heck out of this thing. I think the only scratches, though, are on the clasp, and they're very fine. So the titanium, for me, guys, has worn very, very well. It's a beautiful piece. Super happy to have it. So that's the number one. The number two and number three are really in no particular order. They're just ones that I happen to wear a lot. And whether I liked it or not, having two Seamasters is not a bad thing, but this is the Seamaster 300 Professional ceramic version that they came out with no wave. Very cool, very unique. This was a gift from my wife back in, I believe it was 2016. And I love this watch. I wear it a lot. I put it on this Zealandy strap and rubber strap, and it has just been excellent. If you have a big wrist, these things are probably not going to work for you. I don't know if they sell a bigger size, but this is so hard to do behind the camera. But the strap is not super long. I've got it really tight right now, but it just wears great, guys. I love this thing. Again, you can dress this one up or down. The bracelet, I felt, was kind of the weak point for this thing. Wasn't super adjustable, didn't have really any micro adjusts that I remember. Yeah, it didn't. It had no micro adjust, and it had like half links, which I could never get a good fit. So I put it on this rubber strap, and it is just, it's excellent. I wear this thing all the time, especially during the summer. So comfortable, lightweight, just a great looking watch. And this one does have the date. There you can see it's the 31st. And I just grab it all the time. I've got a lot of watches, but I just see myself getting this thing out all the time. So yeah, beautiful watch, guys. You guys all, I'm sure, know all about the Seamasters. There's a lot of really in-depth videos, but I won't go into it too much here, but picked this one up a ton. Okay, number 3 is the Marathon. This is the T-Star. This is the Tactical Search and Rescue. This is the quartz version. They have an automatic. It's a little bit more money. I got this from my buddy Jason. You'll see that theme a lot. He sends me stuff, and then we end up working out a deal, and I end up buying a lot of the things that he has. So this one I picked up from him in excellent condition. Beautiful watch, real thick, chunky guy. I just picked this thing up a ton. Part of the nice thing about having a quartz watch, and one of the reasons why I love this thing, is you don't have to worry about setting it every time you pick it up. If you don't have, I have so many watches, I don't have enough winders to keep them all running. So I find myself picking up a watch that I haven't worn in a while and having to set the time. With a quartz watch like this, it's always good to go. You just grab it, don't have to think about it. And I personally love that. I understand, you know, definitely the appeal of having a nice automatic movement, but there's something appealing about having a nice quartz, especially when you have a lot of automatic watches. So I think it fits me very well. This is kind of the medium size. They have one that's a size down. It's a little bit too small in my opinion for me. And then they've got the jumbo version, which is really big and would be way too big for me. This one just fits me perfectly. Beautiful watch. I just love how tooly it is. It's got micro adjust, so it's always going to be a great fit. Super easy to change. Looks great on a strap, looks great on this bracelet. The bracelet is phenomenal in my opinion, even though it's just simple. A simple press clasp, it still works very, very well. And it's just such a EDC kind of dream, you know, that very tooly looking watch. Again, you can dress it up or down. I do think that this, I would never wear this with a suit personally. I think you can wear it to the office with some nice office attire and it works. But I think, you know, it's probably most at home with some, you know, in the summertime, shorts and a t-shirt. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Great looking watch, love it, wore it all the time. And my honorable mention, I wouldn't say that I picked it up enough for it to be really a major player, but I did find myself wearing it a decent amount. This is the Doxa Sub 300T Professional in the classic Doxa orange. That's what I wanted. This is the best representation of a Doxa in my opinion. If you're going to buy anything from the brand, this is probably their flagship colorway and watch. I took it off the vulcanized rubber strap. It's a very, very, very nice strap, and I think I've done a video on this one and shown that, but it's very bulky, and I think this just looks really good on a NATO. I've got it on this olive green. I've got lots of different ones, and I'll change it out, but it looks, I think this watch just looks good on anything, really. Any type of strap you want to throw on there. Gray, black, green, just looks awesome. Very kind of EDC, you know, again, like the Marathon is a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very tooly type watch. And I really, really dig that. So wore this thing a ton. Beautiful watch. Highly recommend. You can get into those for about, I think, $1,500. So it's definitely a higher end watch, but not going to break the bank. So yeah, guys, this is my lineup for 2022. This is the watches that were on my wrist the most out of anything. So tell me what you guys think. What was on your wrist the most this year? And what do you think about this lineup? I think it's awesome. If you sense a theme, that's because there is one. I mostly wear dive watches. I gravitate towards them more than anything. They fit, you know, my lifestyle and my aesthetic the most. Not super into dress watches. I do like field watches. I do like pilot's watches. I just don't pick them up as much. Dive watch is probably makes up the bulk of my collection, maybe 75%. So anyways, yeah, guys, that's my lineup. Let me know what you guys are wearing. Please hit the like button and subscribe. I really do appreciate it, making a big push for 2023 to grow the channel and keep more cool videos coming out that you guys would enjoy. So anyways, yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. I'll catch you on the next video. See ya.